Horsepower Hobby. Welcome back to Horsepower Hobby. I know you guys are probably still wondering about those Mountain Dews, and I got news for you today. See, I couldn't get a response from Cletus McFarland so far. I don't even believe he's seen the video yet. Maybe YouTube hasn't shown it to him. I'm not sure. But anywho, instead of wasting a trip down there and taking the chance of not being able to catch up with the guys, maybe they ought to be out of the shop or something like that. I'm not sure. Instead, what I've decided to do is just order a whole nother shipment and just have them shipped directly to his shop. Let me show you guys what we have going on here. What I've done is ordered a whole nother round of Mountain Dew for him. I ordered another 1,008. As you can see, it says 56 items, and it is a 3-pack of 18 count on each one of these. It's just several of them, and it's several pages of it. And as you can see, it says shipping to Cletus McFarland and the address to the shop there. So it says that they will be there, looks like Tuesday the 13th, which is tomorrow. Today is Monday the 12th. So what I also did was included a letter just to sum up the reason why I sent the Mountain Dews and just introducing who I am, and hopefully they'll get that as well. And it says it should also be there tomorrow around the same time. So hoping all goes well there, fingers crossed. And maybe I can get an invite to meet the guys pretty soon. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But so as for the other 1,008 Mountain Dews, I still have those here in my, I guess my storage. And if he want those, then, by then, hopefully he would have responded and let me know that he want those as well. I can load those up in the pickup and take them to him as well. If not, then I have something else planned for those other 1,008. So that's a whopping 2016 cans of Mountain Dew. It's a whole lot of Mountain Dew. But once again, I bought it for the purpose of giving it to Cletus McFarland and his crew down at the shop, because they do some pretty good work. Proud of you, Cletus McFarland and crew. So what I also want to talk about is the Cummins truck. So in the last video, I took off the ABS sensors and gave them a good cleaning, and it seemed to work for just a little while. But then suddenly the light came back on, and it actually stays on more now that I've cleaned the sensors than it did before. So I may have a bad sensor there, or I may need to somehow try to reset the system, because I believe when I had the wheels off and had the sensors out, I did turn on the key to charge up my phone, and that may have triggered something with the ABS sensor or with the ABS unit itself. And so what I end up doing more than likely is either first trying to reset the system, and if that doesn't work, then maybe going through each one of the ABS sensors and figuring out which one it is that is bad. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So I'm now sitting inside the Cummins, and let me flip this camera around to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start it up now, and let's check and see if the lights are on. So as you guys can see, it says brake, and also it has the ABS light on. So once again, it is it's staying on pretty much the whole time now that I've cleaned them. So may have another issue going on there. See, the thing is, it's not seizing up the brake pedal. It's not giving me that firm or spongy like brake pedal anymore. And it's just the ABS lights it's on. So it's actually performing pretty well. So it may just be a matter of just resetting the unit, and maybe all will go well there. So fingers crossed on that as well, because I'm hoping to be able to once again travel to Florida if I do get the invite and meet with Cletus and the crew. And if I can do that, I would need it, to be in safe running conditions, because I'll be traveling over 600 miles or so, just to, one way to get there. So what I'm going to do now is an attempt to reset these ABS lights by going under the hood and disconnecting the batteries for a little while. Yeah, I read online that if you disconnect the batteries and hold down the brake pedal, that it will reset. It'll do a hard reset on the ABS unit. So we'll give that a try now. I believe what I'm going to need is a 1/2-inch wrench. So I'm going to my trusty toolbox to see if I can locate it. See you guys in a second.
1 second later.
Now, if you're new to the Cummins, these things have 2 batteries. So let's get started disconnecting these batteries. We're just going to disconnect the negative side. That's it. So that's on there pretty good. Loosen up the bolt and the nut on it, but apparently they've been on there for a little while, so it's a little tight. So I need to get some pliers to see if I can get that off of there. All right, so let's see if we can take it off now. Give it a little wiggle. So we got one side off. Now let's move on to the other side. So now I'm back inside the Cummins. Now let's hold down this brake pedal and see if we can reset this ABS light. So I've held it down for about maybe 15 seconds or so. Now let's reconnect everything and give it a shot and see if it took care of the problem. Now that I've reconnected the batteries, let's close everything up and give it a test run around the block. So far, the ABS lights are still on. Let's give it a spin around the block and see if the lights will go off. So immediately when I pulled out of my driveway, the lights went off, but then they immediately came back on. So I believe we do have a bad sensor. We're gonna kind of investigate into this a little bit more to see if we can hunt down which sensor it is and to make sure it's not a bigger issue than just the ABS sensor. I sure hope it is not, but we're gonna, I guess, hope for the best that it is just a sensor and try to replace the one or possibly both. So see you guys back at the house. So unfortunately, guys, the light is still on. So what we're gonna have to do in possibly another video is check the ABS sensors just to make sure there's nothing fishy going on there, and make sure, I guess, that the unit itself is still good. Make sure there's nothing going on there. We're more than likely gonna have to replace a sensor or two, or maybe three, because there's a total of 3 ABS sensors on this truck that I know of. I think it's 2 fronts and 1 rear that sits on the differential. So it may be a situation where we just have to replace all 3. Once again, like I said, the Mountain Dews for Cletus McFarland, they have been reordered and they are going to be delivered to his facility tomorrow, which is the 13th of August. And I also sent a certified letter, it just explaining the purpose of me sending them, because I don't even think Cletus and his crew has seen the video that I made yet. But once again, if you guys haven't seen the video, I forgot to, in the last video, put the link down in the description to the video, but I will put it in this video in the description so that you guys can check out the video of me going and purchasing 1008 Mountain Dews for Cletus McFarland and the crew. And I still have that 1008 Mountain Dew still here at my home. So if they do want those in addition to the 1008 that I shipped to their shop, I will personally bring those if I can get an invitation. I just don't want to, I guess, show up at his facility, because I know in a previous video he asked for people not to just show up. So I'd rather get that invite and, you know, respect his wishes there. So just looking forward to, in the future, being able to meet Cletus McFarland and the crew. I think that'd be an amazing thing to happen, and hopefully get to vlog the experience and share it with you guys here on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please do so. Also hit the notification bell so that you can get all the awesome content that I come out with in the future. And don't forget to like this video. Until next time.